Yo, hey guys, welcome back. Map 2 about to get underway. So let's hop into the server.
Smooth transition, Connor. That's why we've got you on audio. No better man for the job, especially not me. Definitely not me. But Fate, maybe they are the men for the job of this beast site. The bomb is waiting in apartments right now. We have 3 in middle. Fate maybe throwing some caution in the way of A and running up the catwalk. Nicky's lurking in con. We've got 2 heading short to B. 3 CTs on defense here though. Mobile's putting up the first 2 kills. Abstract comes through with a trade, but there's so many more lines of defense. 3 more CTs even in the site. And this lurk, it's going to be too little and too late. Combined with the fact that Esports already watching for it, there is not a lot that Fate can do.
No, not much at all. Nicky's going to suss out the situation and realize that realize. Nicky, I don't know, sorry, I don't know where I was going to go. Just forgive me. All right, we're allowed to make mistakes. It's gonna be many days of summit, and I'm using my pass on that one. Thank you for your cooperation. Let's see if these T's can get the CT kill. Because if they can kill the guy on ticket, then suddenly this bomb plant can come in before everybody else starts to push them down. But hold up. They get that frag. 20 seconds left over. How do they now recross back to the bomb site with 3 CTs here? Alex stops it in its tracks.
Oh, tech pause straight away, though. I mean, nice pistol from Movistar Riders. They made the read, as they often did back on Inferno with that stack. And Fate to reroute to the A site will find limited success. So, Movistar Riders taking the pistol, and Fate, will they force? I think it's a big question, right? No bomb plant, and so far less incentive to.
This is the first time the CT team has won the pistol round in this match. On Inferno, it was the T's to win both and the CTs to bounce back. If I'm not mistaken. Am I mistaken? You seem hesitant.
No. You're right. You're right.
Oh, yeah.
I was just spending this tech pause fiddling with the audio, but yeah.
That's true. We are trying to perfect Hugo Byron's audio system. For those of you guys who don't know, Hugo, honestly, Hugo's kind of useless.
Thanks, dude. I do what I can.
Don't get me wrong. I appreciate you coming to hang out with me today and yesterday. But I will say that Hugo's been trying to figure out. See, Hugo just bought a bunch of new audio equipment. Like many of us Counter-Strike commentators, we're not nearly as equipped to commentate from home. And if you get really shitty microphones, then suddenly you're causing people's ears to bleed. So a lot of us have stepped our game up as of late. I, for one, coming in on the Telefunken M82, brought through the Focusrite 212 Scarlet 3rd generation, and of course elevated by our Cloud Lifter, just to make sure you get those bassy tones. But Hugo, well, he got his out of a cereal box, and that's why he sounds like shit.
I think I just fixed it, by the way. I think I just figured out the problem, but I can't test it now because we're live. So we'll save it for later. But yes.
Yes. All right. Well, we're still waiting for our 5th man to get back. There's nothing to talk about because there was literally just one pistol round, so it's hard to keep this one focused on Counter-Strike. We've got, looks like we got some Spaniards in the chat coming in for the Riders, and that's exciting. You know, I saw Movistar Riders play in person when they were versus the Vodafone Giants at Blast Lisbon. And I gotta say, Spaniards and the Portuguese, they love their damn Counter-Strike, man. That's a really fun rivalry. That was probably one of the most underrated stadium days of Counter-Strike commentary I have ever experienced. The fact that a bunch of people were literally bussed to the event in order to cheer for their respective teams was a lot of fun. They had smoke bombs outside of the stadium. We were doing photo shoots with the crowds. It was a lot of fun. So the Iberian Peninsula, man, it goes hard, and I like it.
We do have an unpause coming in a second as well. Everyone's back in the server, so the game continues here, Connor. against all odds. Round number 2 on the horizon.
Oh, it was the other way around. It wasn't to Lisbon. Maybe it was to Madrid. It was the other way around. Shit.
Portugal
Both of those events are just very fond in my memory. So excuse me if I was mistaken there, folks. But yeah, you're right. It's the other way around. Yeah. Both those events super fun. Yeah. We'll get back. You know, we'll be back one day. It's this is all temporary, everyone. Can't stop Counter-Strike from taking over the world. But thank you for letting us bullshit our way through a little tech pause. Your guys' patience is valuable. So here we are back into the second round of the game. And I don't think we're going to get the upset, Hugo, because they've got Glocks.
Yeah, and no coach and no manager, so probably no way that they can win this round right now. It's going to be a clean sweep by the looks of things. M4 gets dropped in window. Someone needs to get that run, jump, sprint, backflip. However you want to do it, we need that weapon, and it will get saved in the final second. Movistar Riders coming out armed and dangerous into the third. So at Fate, though, they've taken that Glock eco nice and quickly, and they're coming in with AKs. So what's the game plan? What's the destination here for Fate in their first rifle round?
Time to find out. AKs. Lots of them. Instantaneous 5 AK buy. Lots of utility, and look at them. They're already throwing it over the rooftops, man. It's raining smokes all over the place.
Right into the A site, but the CTs know it's all a fake. They push ramp, and Fate are going quickly up catwalk. That's a trade through the smoke. Blocker dropping Esports. Steel spamming back blind. Does find Patrick and the bomb as well. Mopol's dropping the B-Apps player. And this is a very weird B split. Running up the catwalk, getting a kill, bailing, losing the bomb, and then splitting up with a solo player pushing apps. Fate were really relying on a lot to go their way, and versus these SMGs, anything but the case. Steel dropping the bomb for the second time, gets an AK. Blocker is stuck in middle. Steel might just be able to finish him off from the ladder room as well. Blocker, not where you want to be.
Not ideal. No, sir. 4 survivors here for Riders. And it's nearly the team ace. But Steel, well, he's a bit of a hog, huh? He gobbled up 2 of those frags. And still 0 deaths for him as well. But 7-1 is Alex. That's a fantastic start. Let's see what Fate bounced back with. It's not the buy. No, sir. Just the Deagles. We've seen some really nice Deagle rounds thus far in the series, so let's all cross our fingers yet again and hope Fate can deliver in round 4.
Yeah, at least a bit of Kev behind it. Nicky coming in through the palace. Lyle's waiting, and he's got the drop on him. 3 on the ramp here for Fate. They've lost their split. They've got 1 more coming in from under, but Patrick is taking his sweet time here. Movistar Riders, meanwhile, are not scared about taking map control, and I do respect that early in this game. They're clearing positions, they're working out where the fakes are and where the stacks are, and they push top mid, they kill the underplayer. Now it's down to the ramp palace split. Movistar Riders ready in the site.
Shut down, and they go to the top mid control. I'm just making sure that there is no late split. If they peek down in the underpass, they'll realize it is all in on the bomb site. Eastor with 3.
Yeah, clean start to this map for sure for Movistar Riders, right? We know that it's, look at the numbers, like percentage-wise, it's not one of their best maps or better maps for that matter. Fate, great map for them, their pick. So, right now everything's pointing the way that Fate should be able to get on the board, but we're still waiting for that. Maybe the AWP is a solution. We saw what Han can do, and what he can't do as well. So, a lot of questions as we get into this one. That AWP right out into the middle. Esports got his, and he's jumped up cat side.
Look at that, dude. Ooh. Ooh, baby. You gotta love those ones. Now what? Now what? Fate, you're down a man. You're down 4 rounds. You're down a map. Stop voting to. Oh, it's Steel. He hits him with the smoke, so that's an easy follow-up onto Mar. Poor guy. He didn't deserve for that wreck.
Oh, flash into ramp as well. Lau gets aggressive. I love the team play aspect of Movistar Riders and the info that they're gathering, you know, even without taking like big risks, just spotting ramp, sees there's nothing, knowing that Patrick was Palace early on. They've got to be wary of that, but he's actually rerouted ramp side as Fate with the bomb look to split middle. This is a rough round because while they're going to end A, look at the turtle. Look at how Movistar Riders are giving them mid, giving them everything and waiting for them to commit into the gunfight. Steel is the only one looking for kills, and he's got them right in front of him on a plate. Bomb dropped, the trade with the AWP, the jump shot not connecting. Patrick knows there's a man in spawn, but do they know about Alex here on the cross? He's got one, and the AWP does trade. Han in the clutch with no chance. Mopos catches him jumping through the jungle, and that's going to be Movistar Riders finding a fifth.
Nice. Nicely done indeed. Now, Hugo, I'm gonna ask. Okay, there's a technical timeout. This is gonna be the evidence of whether you can, under pressure, survive the tech. You remember how your mic keeps playing your web browser audio back through your microphone for everybody to hear? I want you to go to Google Translate. All right, Google Translate Spanish to English, and I want you to put in Esports' name. Actually, never mind. I take all that back.
Why?
Just because it's literally Easter. Easter. Do it again. Okay, so every time we go to say his name, I think you have to use that instead, just so that we're really on spot with the pronunciation.
Easter. Easter.
Let's do somebody else. Try Mopaz. Just because I'm curious, you know, I want to give it that Spanish flair if I can. Easter. Mopaz.
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 Are you gonna get DMCA for like copyright striking with women's voice?
Yeah, dude. If Google Translate starts DMCAing Twitch chat, I quit.
I'm gonna find a new career. Oh, maybe in copyright law. Right now, it's a B rush. They're going fast and furious. One man and only one man committing to the site, into the Molotov. The rest are coming, but they're a little late. And by this point, there are already 4 CTs here. Look at that mini-map. It's like sharks in open ocean. They've smelt blood, and they are attacking divers like we're on the coast of Australia. It is 6-0 for Movistar Riders, and another buy round for Fate.
That's too funny. That is too funny. Just totally shut down there with the pistols. It's what we've come to expect, but you know what's not funny? The fact that Fate have 4 kills on Harn and 3 kills total for the rest of the team. I mean, this has not even been close. These have not been 1 versus 1s. These have not been bomb plants. There has been no defuse. Let me repeat myself. No defuse needed in the first 6 rounds of this T side. So very clearly, Fate's map pick not necessarily going too well for them to start. But that's the thing. We are just at the start of this first 15. Good dink onto Alex. Damage done early. Steal. He's looking to swoop in on the underpass. These poor souls don't know what was waiting for him. And Steel's going to back away from that one. It's the 5v4 for the Riders. And they just need to lock down mid. But here comes Mar with a headshot back the other way.
Patrick dying under puts him 007. He's got a license to chill as he takes a back seat in this round. Not going to be able to get on the board. And hey, Connor, you talk about the fact that there's been no bomb plants for Fate and that how well that's, you know, made Movistar Riders sit in this game. Well, also in the 6-0 round so far, not a single round has come down to 2 players, 1 player or 0 player surviving from Movistar Riders. They've always made a profit. They've always had 3 surviving. And so that means their money is just building and building in this game. You can already see the effect that that's having. It's allowed for these orbs. They've got AKs as well. And Mopos has even taken a kill from the window. Traded because Mars in ladder, but Fate, they don't want B. They want to split this A site into the 2-man hold that is Alex and Eastor. Sorry, Alex and Lau. Eastor is on B, beginning his rotation already.
20 seconds left. 20 seconds. All they have to work with. Alex, he's going to sit on the back of this bomb site like a bear trap. And Eastor, oh, he gets taken down to 5 HP. Lowell stands tall in the end. 2 health on Alex. 5 health on Eastor. That is, as far as my burnt out brain can remember, the closest round we've had yet for Fate.
Absolutely, yeah. And they still don't get enough kills, right? They still don't, you know, bring it down to 2 alive. So You'll take that if you're Movistar Riders. 7-0, pause for Fate, second coming through, and really nothing's working right now. And that's the thing, they've tried a lot. Fate have run fast rounds, they've run slow rounds, they've B-rushed, they haven't A executed with smokes yet, with like a lurk. That would be nice. They've tried A attacks where they more just like brute force it and look for gunfights in middle and like get a mid round, but Movistar Riders have been really good at turtling, and also stacks have been there every single time. Every time it's been B, I feel like there's been like 4 CTs there. So yeah, reads have been good, and I'd like to see A smokes from Fate, something pretty basic, something, you know, that is going to just rely on you trading effectively more than anything. And as long as you space correctly and you know, you can smoke off that AWP that's been a real nuisance in CT, things should be good. But I mean, this round is not one that they're rich in, so regardless of what they go for, they got to do it with pistols.
Big frag to the top of mid, Molotov, nothing there though. Fate's empty-handed in terms of the mid control, but they're starting to woo! Blocker with the Deagle headshot onto Lowell. That one, oh, that one feels real good, but they leave the A site. They're gone.
Where did Fate go with his kill though? Still congregating middle, still flooding this area. They're boosting into window also, and Steel, he doesn't know. He might hear jumps, but he can't see anything. Ollie goes under, and Han goes over, but still yet to be seen as Alex controls the window room right now for the Riders. Even with a crossfire to Steel, who's checking under as well, needs to be careful. That boost has actually dropped off as well, so no longer a factor for the time being. Fate, where do they want to go, man? They've had a kill all round, and they're kind of just sitting in middle, hoping for more. They're not going to get it. Movistar Riders aren't giving them frags, and so Fate need to pick a site, they need to pick a destination, and they need to go. But Steel hits the perfect drop, 3 on the stray, and he makes a mincemeat.
Oh, that's a feels-good moment for the M4. Harn with the jumping CZ. What is happening, man? We've got Dirty Deagles coming in onto the ramp. The M4A1S meat grinder into the 3 players. Then the CZ headshot on the jump. And a player actually wraps through Marketplace with the picked up M4. Oh my goodness, Mopaz, he doesn't seem to know, but he is in the middle of these 2 Ts, and Harn jumps haphazardly up catwalk only to drop the bomb. Even if there was no CT there, he was going to be cutting it close, but a single frag is enough to make the difference. Riders take their 8th.
I can confidently tell you that there was definitely not time for the plant, even if Mopos wasn't there. So yeah, that was a lost round anyway. But yeah, they wanted to go A, but then his teammate gets a timing and he gets through the window into CT, and like obviously that's such a powerful position. You know that Movistar Riders have had like in the 3-on-3s, they've had like 2A, 1B every time. So yeah, it's the right call. Unfortunately, it's coming too late, and that is Fate's fault, man. They got the pick and they sat mid for what felt like an eternity and let Movistar Riders set up. Look at this change of pace. Look at this aggression. It gets punished. Steel with 1, double trade back for Han and Patrick. They find a 4-on-3. This is the best round Fate have had all game long. The best chance they've had to do anything with it, and they've got guns as well. It's no longer an eco. Movistar Riders gambling on the A site right now. Mopos will go back to B, but he needs to move. He's moving like they could already be in the site, and while that's true, they're not. So he needs to pick a spot, and the only way that Movistar Riders even win this round is if he gets like 2 kills. But what is good is they're already flanking. They know this is a B play. Again, the read is here, and the info from the jump will give everything away. Oh boy, they're close. Mopos, he's got to get a kill, and he has.
Yes, sir, at least the 1, but there's Harn with an answering op shot. Mopaz a 2nd kill. Harn swinging that sniper like a shotgun to get into this 2v1, where Lowell creeps in on the flank. Now he's going to go through the smoke. He's gotten through the smoke, and he's getting dangerously closer. These 2 Ts, they're making a little bit of sound. Patrick, he's tucked behind the fan, and here comes Lowell, shut down by the AK headshot. We've got Fate on the board.
Wow, they won a round. Can you believe it? I mean, finally, better late than never here for Fate, and a nice little B play off the back. Like, that's crazy that they win it. When Movistar Riders, even though they were a man down, they had all the info. They pushed T-spawn, they were flanking, they cleared middle, they knew that Fate had to be B apartment. And Mopos, yeah, he gets 2, he does a great job. His teammate on rotation caught by the AWP in market, and I think that's the big kill there as well, because it would have been a 2-man B defense with a fast flank. And considering, you know, that if the kills came through later there for Fate, Lao's flank would have been even more valuable. So close, but no cigar. And we've got Fate finally finding one. But can they double down? Can they keep up the occasion? Oh, Lao is caught on the ramp. The molly is good, but Mars picked up the bomb and traded.
He's outside of the Molotov as well. Still cut off from his team for the moment. Could try to, yeah, cheat him back through ramp. So keep options open here for Fate. More than a minute to work in a 4v4. And that's good for them. But we do have Mopaz getting aggressive inside of the apartments. Check that out. He's moving in, working with a small gap of an angle. But look at Fate. They're just going to keep 4 players side by side, shoulder to shoulder. Tip to tip. As they work down mid, closer to connector. Now, if Easter was on top of this ticket booth, if he was prying down connector, then I would say maybe he lines up some kind of wild collateral, but it's going to be Steel to make that contact. That grenade. Oh, that's substantial damage. He goes for the wild spray down. Easter's able to catch himself one. Mopaz from the apps back down underpass. Blocker 1 versus 3, and Alex is going to sweep this one away. So a 9th round for the Riders. Oh boy, again a round with not even a bomb plant for Fate.
I don't know how they're doing this with so little info, but Movistar Riders seem so good at pushing positions that Fate are not in. Like, typically, that may seem like a bad statement, like, oh, but surely they want the fights. But no, Movistar have stacked every site that Fate commit to because Fate takes so long, right? Mopaz is in deep B apps. He knows the B is clear. Movistar have 3 on A, and then the second they get that confirmation, the second Steel sees 3 in the connector, Mopaz flanks under and gets another kill. Like, they are just all over the place. They are in your nightmares. They are behind you. And they're under your bed, and now it's a 9-1 scoreline. The immediate reset of a Fate finding 1 round. So look at the buy here, 2 AKs, a mess otherwise. We've got the boost in the site, we've got a triple B stacked again, and we've got a Palace push. Movistar just not fearful of anything. The boost provides a lot. Steel going out with another.
Wow.
Eastor's doubled down, and he's yet to die. It's Alex, the only loss of this round, and we still have a flank yet to be found too.
Just Harn, baby. That's all that's left over. Big moves from Steel there with the 2K. He was boosted up on the box in the bomb site, meant to just deal with them if they overwhelmed, you know. Typically, that boost doesn't come into fruition unless the T's get out from the apartment, swarm the site, don't check the corner, etc. But Steel, he uses that spot to look over top of the smoke that was on default, get line of sight on the doorway, and when all of a sudden Fate decided to push outwards, they were preoccupied with clearing more common positions, things like bench, the back pillar towards Van, and Steel lines him up, knocks him down. He gets his 2-piece, but at least Fate do come back with a buy. They're trying to find the silver linings at this point. It's full round loss bonus. They've got weapons, but it's a 10-1 score, damn it. They need rounds, Hugo Byron, and they need rounds now.
I want my rounds, and I want them now. And they might find it on the A site. A fast play out the Palace with an entry behind Mar. Oh, Movistar, they don't have the info this time. They just have lead in their head. It's 2 left up, and the rest are dead. Fate with a plant on A. And fast rotation here from his teammate. Steel is already in con. Mopaz has found his way through CT, but it seems like they want to throw in the towel. Oh, dear, Steel's going to get caught. Does he not hear? There's a player in spawn. I think he's got the footsteps, and he's got the kill on Han as well. That must be so tempting to want to commit, but you have such a lead. You're so far away. You may as well save your guns, even with money in the bank. So Fate, they're going to find a second, right? You know, you can't let Movistar flank you if you execute off of spawns and you run out of the Palace at such a pace. So maybe that is the solution for Fate. But unfortunately, I feel like you can't. That's not like reproducible. B is a lot further away, and Palace next time will be watched. So yeah, it's not something you can do back-to-back rounds here for Fate, but it does at least give them a nice drop.
Yeah, Mopaz swoops in with a final frag there. So another little timeout. We've been casting this one a little seriously because these rounds have been adding up, but then I realize it's 10-2. This is Summit. We can take a moment to just talk about whatever we want, huh? You got any subjects, Hugo? I kind of, you know, yesterday was your first day of Summit. So I tried to catch you off guard. But now you've had a day to think of some creative content.
Yeah.
Have you brought anything to the table today, or you just showed up empty-handed and expect me to carry your dead weight?
Connor, my mic barely works. Do you think I've provided topics for this day? What do you like? Who do you think I am? What's going on? No,
All right.
I just, yeah, I mean, if you have any cool ideas, great. But I barely have anything interesting to talk about with my friends, let alone, things that people are going to want to hear, apart from Counter
All right.
Strike. So
Yeah. Well, see, the thing is it's not about whether they want to hear it. It's about whether the fact that they will hear it, because
whether they mute us or not.
Yeah. And
Sure.
I mean, obviously, that's what we try to
right.
avoid, usually. But I'm thinking maybe one day, just one round, in the next 7 days. I'm gonna cast using sound effects only. It's not gonna be today. It's not gonna be right now.
Ooh.
But those are the sorts of things that I've got brewing. Those are the kinds of ideas I can bring to the table.
Well, you're like a Swiss army tool knife, if you know what I mean. That was not well put.
The Swiss army tool knife.
I think
I
one
know
of
what
those
you mean.
guys that have like lots of different things, Connor.
Yeah.
You've got a lot of
toothpick,
different things there. Yeah, you got a
corkscrew,
toothpick, you got scissors. You can open a bottle.
scissors, knife. What else is on a Swiss army knife? Let's look that up, actually.
I have one right here. Bottle opener, knife, another knife, scissors,
Another knife.
another
knife.
another bottle. I got 2 bottle openers. I'm pretty. Yeah, I guess I'm an alcoholic.
2 bottle openers and no bottles to open.
No, they're all drunk.
Tragic life of one Hugo Byron. But this is a really weird round. I didn't expect us to have so much time to fill, because Fate have just literally been sitting in apartments not doing anything. They're not faking flashes. They're waiting for this. I can't believe that at 25 seconds, Steel decides to go exploring through the apps, and it costs him. Now they are going to get those kills on ramp as well, and immediately go for this A split. Catwalk player inside the molly, cut down by Nikki. Nicely done by Fate. It seems to have worked. Unless, Eastor can stop that bomb, and he almost does it in time. But holy moly, Fate burning it down to the wire, take their third.
I can't believe he hit Smart to 10, man. That was a planter. That would have been the round, Connor. That was a very close world, but whoa, not today. And honestly, I'm almost glad that didn't happen, because come on, give Fate a break, man. They've only got 3 rounds. They need anything they can get at this point.
Yeah.
And well, maybe the last 2 rounds are attainable with Movistar's money being on the rocks.
They needed Steel to push there, though, because let's imagine a world where Steel doesn't push. If Steel's sitting in underpass and they try to rock that bomb back to A off of ramp entries, he's going to slow it down. He's going to slow it, even if he doesn't kill everybody, he would have slowed it down enough for that bomb to be prevented to the A site. So they would have had to go on to B, which would have been just an attempt at like a 3 versus 2 straight up execute, with then again Steel back on underpass. But Steel pushing up underpass at 30 seconds left over, that gave the opening to Fate. Steel, he kind of, it was very quiet outside. So he peeked his little head out, and that's when the pack of wolves just ravaged him, and they chewed through him like an innocent old woman. They had no chance. They ran that bomb back to the A site. Now they have a haphazard buy. It's not perfect. Low nades, no nades for Lowell. MP9 on Mopaz. Another slow one from Fate, and why not? Take all the time you need, because in 2 rounds' time, you're going to be back on that defense, playing to the pace of Riders. They will be in the driver's seat. This is it. An attempt at the B site coming in quick.
Oh, they don't know about Mopaz either. The flash is so good. It even stalls things out. They are not going to be considering him, and he might just let them pass. Eastor with 1. Mopaz lets him in the site. He gets the bomb, though. Dropped in the apartments. No one's here to pick it up, and he's got the AWP as well. Mopaz is lighting up this B site, and there's 2 more to find. Even if he doesn't, the time alone is winning the round for Movistar. They can't get the bomb out of apps. Mars going to get Mopaz out the car, but it's a drive-by for Movistar, and this is going to be a 11th round, rather. Nothing Mark can do or say about it. He can get all the kills he wants. He ain't closing this one. Steel's gone. There's an AWP on the ground, but they might try and hunt him after time.
Yeah, they are. That's exactly. Ooh, the second after.
That's sad.
4?
No,
or
yeah, they won the round via time. We had this yesterday, Connor. We had this yesterday.
It's just he has more money.
Because he has money. The round was won by a time, so yeah. I mean, it doesn't make a huge difference at this point. Like, it's 11-3. Fate, yeah, I love that from Mopaz, man. It's a bit baity because he gets his teammate killed, but he wins the round off of it because he drops the bomb in apps, and that alone is like enough to the point where the kills don't even matter anymore.
Spot on. Byron. Spot on. Final round of the first half. Oh, look, Command drops out apps. And best steal. It's going to cost him a lot of health. Blocker down to 11. E-Store is going to take damage. Now he's stuck in jungle, but he gets a fadeaway headshot, and then the flames are extinguished. The optic back up by Nikki.
Ooh.
He's got eyes towards jungle, but what the heck? More Molotovs, more smokes, more frags. 3 versus 3 is what we are left over with. And Loa, well, he's got this CT spawn control, but I feel like Patrick's going to go for the push in a moment's notice. The moment... Wait, ramp. Check ramp. Mopaz, he just walked out. He sees blocker back bomb site, misses the shot, goes back to it, and picks up both frags. Patrick running away now. AK in hand, bomb ticking quickly, and he's just trying to drop those flashbangs so that they can't stick the defuse, but he goes down, and there will be time. A 12th round for Riders.
Oh, I can't believe he even let the kill go and walked past him to kill the man at the back of the site. That's so sick. Like, headshots a player with low HP through the box and then just takes down the AWP. Like, what a sick flank. Movistar Riders, man, I don't get a lot of chances to cast this team, but every time I do, they impress me so much. Like, I just wonder, how are they only at like this tier? Why are we not seeing them at some of the bigger events? Because goddamn, they are ruthless right now. This may be a bad map for them stats wise, but all you got to know if you like CS is the numbers sometimes just don't matter. They just fly out the window. And Fate, they've been thrown out of a 20-story building because this map has come crumbling apart. Pissed around to save them, but even then, you're relying on a little more than just one round.
I was hoping for a scoreline that wouldn't lead us to have to say that everything depends on this pistol. Because it's never fun when everything does hinge on the second pistol, but that is the world we live in right now. And it's not for the second map only, Hugo Byron. It's for the entire series. I thought Mirage was going to go well for Fate. I truly did. And there is most certainly the possibility that the CT side is more lopsided than ever before. But again, they've got to kick it off with the pistol, or else their margin of error evaporates in a puff of smoke. Well, actually, smoke is not a vapor, so that expression would not work. I retract it.
Wow. The science is out. Got our chemist on the scene. Waiting on the ready right now. Patrick, Kit Smoke, armor elsewhere. Movistar's buys not really coming up yet. Connor, what's your go-to T-side Mirage pistol round?
Go-to T-side Mirage pistol round. This is a nice one, okay? It's a 4-1 setup with a fake on A by the one player. So the one player has to buy smoke, double flashbang. They go over here to the stairs, exactly what Mopaz is looking at. You do stairs smoke as the single player, and you try to sell that fake, okay? You smoke off stairs, you peek at the top of ramp, you throw some flashbangs, whatever not. Meanwhile, Riders walk 4 guys, or whoever the T's are, into the apartments, and you gotta suss out that B site. If you catch somebody trying to peek Van while that A fake comes in, dude, you just smash his head off, and you hit that B site. And if it doesn't work, then you run back down underpass into the A split. But it's all about the A fake, Hugo. All about the A fake.
Yeah, well, right now it's silent A for Movistar. They have 2 under, and their first player got killed by the boost. I love it when you see CTs do that. Han got thrown up onto the balcony of B, and so he can peek apps faster than the T's are ready for. The bomb is still back there, so E-Store's going back for it, but Lau's fighting tooth and nail in these apartments, trying to get rid of these players. Nice shot. One more still there. That's drawing a lot of rotations. Fate are moving over to B, and Movistar are doing the opposite.
Smoke for Patrick. Still 2 sets of utility here for Riders. Mopaz looks like he's lagged out, but he's just waiting for some sort of a palace push. He is hyper-focused. 17 kills, 6 deaths. This map for Mopaz. Here comes the execute. Here comes the commitment. It's the 2 smokes to block off stairs and Con. Blocker gets a little bit of an angle, but it's the molly that really pressures him off. Good thing for Patrick. That's his 5th frag of this map. Patrick and Blocker with headshots aplenty. It's Mopaz. Oh boy. Top fragger for the other side in a 1 versus 4 situation. The smokes begin to fade, and that's where Nikki will have him slain. It is a 4th round for Fate, and the Riders fall short in the pistol, man. This is it. This is the start the CTs absolutely needed to get those guns early. But we have had already 2 of the 3 pistol rounds not convert for the follow-up and actually lose to the Force buys. I'm curious to see, once Riders have dealt with their tech issue, if they go ahead for the Force.
Yeah, Alex crashed. I don't know if that happened during the round. I can't picture where he was or how he died. So, yeah, might have affected the round, might not have. Either way, I mean, even with that pistol for Fate, it's just so much more required. It's not as simple as just closing it off the back. So, Movistar, do they want to force? Very viable. Get AKs, drop guns over. You can have a pretty decent buy and some deagles around it. Or they've been pretty smart with their economical decisions. Obviously not left in a lot of like bad positions in this series, but in the one time that they finally lost a round on CT Inferno, took a hard eco, board up fully next round instead of forcing when it would have been very viable as well. So yeah, I've liked their decisions. Whatever they go for, I'm sure they're going to have a plan behind it, and already looking like an eco round, which yeah, go for it. Get guns sooner the better, and full guns at that. So chance for Fate to find 5, but yeah, this is it's going to be quite the comeback for the Bulgarians if they can get it done.
Maybe, just maybe. I was talking, we had this discussion at the start with Fate. You know, it's been a little while since we've seen like a full, straight up 5-man Bulgarian roster kind of, you know, making some waves in CS. And it's odd to me, Hugo, that when we look at this, you know, it's not the names we I would say have been accustomed to over the last few years. You know, there's no Spy Leader, there's no Bubble. Obviously, Cirque has come to North America. Ships is playing on Contact. And right now, these all got Poison on Complexity. You know, they've all gotten spread around. Bulgaria, not allowed to play together, it seems. But this team of Bulgarians just blocked out that A site 100%. 100 on 100. That is an A+ grade, S tier.
Fire emoji.
Yeah.
Well, Movistar Riders looking to fire back themselves into this buy round. No AWPs, only the Scout on Hans, so that can be a bit of a problem, especially in a retake, but see if we get there. Hans going to try and fight the window. Mar making the jump to under. No one's seen it. Movistar are late to mid, so Mar isn't flanking. He has still got some important real estate that can come into play later on in the round. Deal with Steel coming under, for example. Just hanging around in middle. Fate aren't really giving them all too much, not really paying too much attention. They've got players in Con and Short, but by and large giving Movistar Riders the room to move, and with that room they will move. Mopaz finding Blocker. Did they check under? No, Mar's going to get the drop and take down Mopaz. Can double down from this position, and he's done exactly that. Still rushing for the kill, and now Biaps belongs to the CT side. He's going to try and take it back under their control. Eastall with a battle against Mar, but that smoke, he goes through to his death. And this round is falling apart all off the back of Mar.
Yeah, it's falling apart all over the place, but all because of Mar. So, all right, Fates, attaboy. Not just picking up pistol when they absolutely had to, not surviving convincingly versus the first conversion, but now also just dismantling the very first gun round of Riders T side. So we like to see that, you know. I didn't sign up for some 16-2 snooze fest, Hugo Byron. I didn't roll out of bed for that shit. I wanted a good game of Counter-Strike. And it looks like Fate are starting to piece that together. Now, the problem is, of course, again, the margin of error. Very slim. It's a great start to the CT side, but I would love to see them just close this. 4 players alive. Get that overhead win. Keep those weapons moving forward. Get that economy rolling at the start. Mar, almost the ace. So damn close, yet so damn far. Lowell, he's not going to get any reward here in the apps, but he gets to survive and hangs on to the AK as a parting gift. It is still half the round count, 6-12, but at least they're in control of the economy.
Yeah, far more so than Movistar, right? Like another eco round coming through. This is one where you can rely on Lau, or try and rely on Lau to get those opening kills. He's 8 and 8, pretty quiet right now, but a good round for him to show us what he's made of, as he's surrounded by pistols and no camo either. So pressure's on for Lau. Grenades coming down ramp. He's holding on to it, but Fate, they're not going to be pushing here. They're just going to be prodding and poking. Mopas makes the jump to window. Movistar going fast into this flank, and there's no one watching it as well. Mopas has great control. He's flank B. He's in CT spawn, and no one has a clue. Now Movistar, they just need to set up towards B. I don't know if there's going to be any realization here from the CT side. There's Mopas on the flank. He's got the drop on Nicky. He's caused some commotion, and now there's only one man left into the site. It's Mar. Mopas needs to not die here. He can't afford to start swinging and hunting this kill, but there it is. Now Mar knows where he needs to look. Just at this B apartment cross, stop the players getting into the site. They will trade him, and Block is dead in middle as well. Han running and gunning with a scout, hopping his way into the site. He's going to get taken down as well, and it's the eco win with Lau on the closer. He finds 2 on that AK-47, and Movistar do it.
No way. Mopas, you dirtbag. Oh my god, he gets through the window, he sneaks around the marketplace, he just tech 9s the face of the first guy. And yeah, I was right there with you, Hugo. I was thinking to myself, if he shows himself to Mar and gets killed, then Mar only has to focus on the windows. But I guess the timing and the chaos of the situation didn't get Mar in full control. He wasn't able to just spray down those Deagle players who then chewed through. And I think the real icing on top, man, the real cherry on top, rather, it had to have been Lowell late lurking in mid with the AK. The one gun they saved from the previous round. He picks up a couple of crucial kills. He cuts off those rotations as Fate were just panicking to get back into the B site. And yet again, the B site has crumbled here under the pressure of Riders. Lowell keeping heads up in mid, shutting down these rounds now, putting that 14th on the board for the Movistar Riders.
They've had enough, Connor. They want this game over with. They want to eliminate Fate, and that's exactly where Fate will find themselves. Dear, oh dear. Well, the clue's in the name as they're out of this game. 14-6, 2 rounds left, and we're going to have Fate eliminated and Movistar with another chance inside of their group. That is, of course, Group B. Left in the group, obviously, Vitality North. Those two both won their opening game. They'll be facing on tomorrow, and then obviously the loser of that coming to face the victor in this series, which right now, I don't want to jinx it, but it's looking like Movistar Riders. Fate are forcing with Deagles, and as good as the pistols have been in this series, up against 14, 8 rounds behind, I'm not believing.
Deagles, MP9 on 1. I think it's safe to say that Movistar Riders son el número 1. Felicidades, amigos. Ustedes ganan.
Damn, dude, that wasn't Google Translate. That was straight from the mouth of the horse.
Are you calling me a horse?
Damn right I am. Nay, nay,
right.
bitch.
They watch me whip. They watch me nay, nay. Deagles in the MP9.
Whip.
And then I nay, nay. Hugo, slowly losing my mind. I'm super happy that you're here with me for it. You know, if we've got to jump into the dark end of the pool, gotta go down with a friend.
Yeah, with a concrete strapped to the legs, there's all going hand by hand. Well, right now
they're gonna chew through.
Yeah.
First CT goes down empty-handed. That was the Deagle, and oh, they catch a second on the staircase. So now what's up? Nicky again. He's right there. Maybe he could get the kill, take the AK back, spray down a couple players, but in a 2 versus 5, I don't believe in it. I don't. I'll retract any little belief that I had left over. Fate at this point, they are going to have to make the 9-round comeback happen. But don't forget, this wasn't an eco to get them into another full-fledged bye, Hugo. This was the force that was meant to do something. This was supposed to work, but it's Mopas who's putting in work. 25 kills as Riders find 15.
Yeah, and the same buy as the last, and will probably go the same way as the last here, as Fate just don't have loss bonus. They've been forcing up against 14, as you should be, and yeah, to just little avail. This is a great game from Movistar, man, and today, I mean, this is my second BO3 today. I was doing the CIS RMR earlier before the Summit. You know, both games today, we've had like underdogs come in with awful, or not even underdogs, right? Movistar weren't underdogs in this game for sure, but teams come in with awful map percentages and awful map win rates, and really just disprove the numbers. Like the numbers have totally been full of shit today, really, because we had that earlier and we've had that today. Movistar should have lost this map. Fate are a very competitive team with great players, and this is a good map for them, but Movistar are just tearing them apart on another level right now, and that's kind of what I wanted from the Spanish as well. So 15-6, they are just waiting. This has got to be painful to be on the receiving end of this. You just want to get an advantage. You want to get something, but you're walking into 3 Ts holding the top of mid. Triple B setup here for Fate, just a gamble for the game. Movistar, if they plant A, this one is done.
Yeah. I mean, they're playing it so meticulously. They're still being slow about it. They're still checking all of their corners. But I mean, this is a B site stack in a 3v5 with very little weaponry, as the score is 15-6 in a 2-0 map series, dude. This is like Fate. They're just wallowing in their own tears. If they don't actually head to the A site and get killed by the guns, I think they're just gonna drown in their own tears over on this B site, man. It sucks. This is like, it's a drawn out feeling of defeat. Do you think any of these 3 CTs think that they still have a chance in this map or in this match? Do you think any of them believe that they are not already eliminated, Hugo? Because if they do, they're crazier than I am. And I doubt that. They're going to go ahead and use that MP9. They're going to get 1 kill at the very least. Then there's that little voice in the back of your head that says, maybe there's still a chance. And they work down to the bottom of connector. Harn, he's looking for something, but he's going to find nothing. I would bet everything I own on it. Vamos, Movistar Riders!
Oh my goodness, Connor, that is excellent, man. I mean, wow, I didn't know you could achieve such vocal levels.
Thank you. I try my best here, man. I really do. That's that, folks. It's a 2-0 fashion. It's a fun game. Yeah, I'll give it that. You know, look, Fate, nice try. You guys got into the event. You made some upsets. You beat Pact, who were like the other kind of upset team to come through the qualifier. And you even beat Dignitas to even get that chance. So we've got to kind of give a tip of the hat there to Fate and give them props where it's due. But the Riders, I think in winning like this, in winning in this convincing of a fashion, actually makes you believe that they still have a chance in this group. It's Vitality and North. And those teams are not invincible. So Riders, if they are going to continue throughout this event, I don't think it's going to come easy to them, but I definitely believe that there is a chance. So
yeah, with North and Vitality, it has to be well earned. That's like the only way of looking at it. Like if they get it, like props to them. But of course they are underdogs in the rest of the group. But at least winning the games they should, man. Like I still think this team has legs on it. I still think they have a life in the tournament.
Yeah, I want to say so too, just for the sake of believing, and for a sake of the Spaniards living on, my friends. So, listen, guys, we've got 1 best of 3 already done for the day. There's another best of 3 though here on the B stream, and it's meant to start in 1 hour and 10 minutes. So that would be noon Eastern time where I live, and 6 p.m. Central European. So, listen. We're going to go ahead and take a break. We're going to go get some grub. We'll be back with that. There are tons of games still going on for the Summit, whether that be on the mainstream or even the NA games later today. So how about you guys go take a little break, rest your eyes. Okay, it's not good to stare at screens all day long. And Hugo and I will bring you guys through, what is it? Ents versus Existence. So finish.
Spanish team as well.
Yeah, nice. How exciting. It's going to be the Finns versus the Danes. So we go from the most exciting, passionate Counter-Strike fans to people with no personality. We'll see you guys there.